Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Guys on Draft. It's a show where we pick a topic each week and we try and make the best teams off of our personal preferences. Last week, we did a worst jobs draft. Go back and let us know who won that because it was a very close race.
It's a great episode.
Still undetermined, in fact. So go back, comment, and in fact, comment on this video too. Like and subscribe as well. We have a second show, Ultimate Fantasy Locker Room Podcast, you should check out. And what are we drafting this week, guys?
Well, can I just say something first?
Yeah, can I say something?
You sure?
Yeah.
Both you
Can I
can.
say something? I don't know how Horse Jerker didn't win me the whole draft.
You got some votes on, or some comments on Instagram at least.
But that's the problem. We're getting comments and we're getting likes. Like I'm posting on all my social media. I'm getting 67, 70, 100 likes.
Oh, that's a good flex.
But nobody's like voting.
Yeah, just take the extra 5 seconds.
How
please.
lazy are you, Americans?
Well, let's not insult them, right?
No, I'm going to insult my friends. Listen,
You know what someone said about the horse jerker thing? They said, I thought this was the worst jobs, not the best jobs.
I did see that.
who's that, Mark?
No, that was my friend. That was my friend Ryan.
Yeah, he comments a lot too.
Yeah.
I just
Hey, Ryan, vote.
Just vote, guys. Vote. It takes a second.
Yeah.
Right?
And in the real world too. maybe vote.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I had to.
That happened.
I felt obligated.
Yeah.
As an American citizen.
It was a showstopper.
rock the vote. So
Rock the vote.
Yes.
So yeah.
My God.
What are we? If you're still with us, now you know what we're gonna draft this week. And panel, what are we drafting this week?
Things you can't do once you turn 30.
Yeah, as you get older.
Yep.
30.
So not things that we can't do, just things that are a little bit more difficult.
No, it could
Yeah.
be things that you can't do too.
Yeah, things you
Let's
can
not-
or
yeah.
things that are
Subjective,
hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Things you can't do, things you shouldn't do, things you won't do.
If you're new to the show, we pick the draft order each week by spinning the precious wheel.
The wheel of
Rocky
death.
owns, the wheel of death.
So let me get started here.
Yeah, spin that thing, baby.
Ah, the sound. It's great.
You can get off on that, huh?
Sometimes.
Who is it?
Some Phyllis.
Phil,
Oh,
you get
look
the
at
first
that.
choice.
Okay.
There's your applause.
Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
Let's go again. We got
I want the turn here. Give it to me. Yes.
Sack with a Q.
You.
You get to choose.
Zaki.
All right, let's
for-
see if
I love that. Woo.
Mullins
pick.
or Rocky. I think it's going to be Mullins.
Look at that.
Minus the S.
All
All
right.
right. There we go.
All right. So we know now, Phil, you get the first choice. And
This is tough.
what do you want to go? What do you want to?
Yeah.
I'm going to go third.
All right. Wow. Okay. Third.
Give me fourth.
Oh, well, I'll start us off.
There you go.
Mark is first again, and I guess
you're
I go
second.
second. Yeah.
That's
so
right. That's
one,
how it works.
2,
All right.
3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
So team I've fallen and I can't get up is going
Get
first.
the freak out of here. That's the name of my team.
That's the name of my team too.
You guys are real original,
Okay,
boys.
so I
Wait,
will-
what the hell?
So I'll give it to Mark.
I'll trade
Oh
you.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
has to be. Yeah.
Wow. That's
I'll give it to you.
crazy.
that's pretty incredible right there.
Yeah.
That's
Great
scary.
minds right
That's
there.
scary.
Wow. 3 of us. Somebody can be I've fallen and I also can't get up.
Nah. You've taken all the good parts of that name.
Yeah, pretty much. Plus, I like to have names that are so long that Zach has trouble
Okay, yeah.
fitting it on the screen.
Got to figure it out.
It's a little extra fun for me.
What's your pick?
Oh, are we starting?
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were all saying our team names. I was waiting for
No.
you to.
No.
No, I guess my team name and I'll be flavored by my choices.
There you
As
go.
always.
Yeah.
He's a flavor.
All right, so I guess I'm just going to start this off with the obvious one, and that's once you hit your 30s, you can no longer
Here it is.
He's going to take my pick.
Yeah.
drink like a teenager
Oh,
anymore.
that is not.
That's
the
why.
pick.
That's the only reason I don't want to go give up the first
yeah,
pick.
I mean, when you're younger, you can definitely put them back, and your hangover, you've never heard of it at that point.
Yes.
It's a funny movie with sequels at that stage of your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as you get older, man, over 30, holy shit! I mean, you can talk about drinking and sometimes wake up with a hangover. Just the sheer thought of it.
You can drink. You can drink.
Oh no, you can
It's just you're gonna deal with it for
You
2
suffer.
days.
for at least 2 days. Hydration is key.
You know, in all of Mark's, and I think Mark has chosen first more than anybody.
Yes.
That is Mark's best first pick ever.
You said that a few times too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always
So
says
he's
that.
getting better.
No.
The bar is getting raised.
No, I think I've said that is my favorite because it's a stupid pick. This is actually a good pick.
It is a good pick. I can't argue with
But
this pick.
this is also very good because like
Is it though?
yeah, oh no, it's great. Prior to like 30, you could eat anything you wanted to do anytime. Allergies be damned, nothing mattered. And then you start like having to watch what you eat.
Eat the way I used to digest. That's
Yeah,
wow,
like
I don't even know
things
what that
start
means.
bothering
I don't
you. You start getting heartburn.
Is that his team name?
No.
You could have just said eat the
That's one.
same.
Yeah. You're not able to eat the way you used to. You have to like watch
Well, why do you have digest in there?
because that's part of it. You can't digest as easy.
Yeah, I know. I think that
Eat the
just
way
goes.
I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat the way I used to.
Parentheses digest. Now I get it. Now it's not so much a broken sentence as
Yeah.
it is.
Yes.
It's a math equation now.
This is a great answer. It's just, like
PEMDAS.
all of a sudden you start hearing about, oh, I'm lactose intolerant. Oh, I'm allergic to this. I can't eat this. Before 30, eat anything. Doesn't matter.
I got the shits in the middle of the night.
Please excuse Mark's
Oh,
dramatic
you
ass
know,
sentences.
yeah. Oh, Mark, you soiled the
Pep
bed
does.
again.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That kind of stuff.
It's not his fault they ran out of adult diapers. Okay. That's
Listen, no joke. Don't joke about that because that's a big fear of mine.
What?
You're
That,
gonna run a
you
diaper
get
one
to
day.
that, like you get to that phase. That's where I eat the pill and I just end it all right there.
Your fear is that your diaper leaks?
No, my fear is I'd have to go into a diaper, and that's where I roll myself off the cliff. I'm just going to tell you that right there.
Jeez.
And we all have fears, boys.
Rock is his diapers.
I don't want to go in a damn diaper either. I couldn't have fit this on here. Story of my life.
I plan on wearing a diaper when we take that trip to New Orleans. All those
No
goddamn-
burritos from
all
Mark.
those, all those gas stations we're going to be stopping
All those
at.
gas station
jeez.
nachos.
Burritos and nachos.
Hell yeah.
Ugh.
He's gonna be Mexican on the way there.
That's
Okay, so now this is one for the weekend warriors. Okay, and I don't know. I mean, looking at you guys, I don't know how active you are. But growing up, I know you played sports. I played sports. I think you played sports, right?
you son of a
He
bitch.
I'm
looks like
asking. I don't know.
He looks like he was always the team manager.
No, did
of
you
the
play
team.
sports growing up?
He looks like he invented football.
Did you play sports growing up?
Listen, I'll get out of my chair and smack you. You know I
I
played.
want you to smack me. I'm dying for you to smack me. Okay?
You know I
man.
played sports.
I'll smack the shit out of you
That'd
right
be
back.
good- that'd be
I
good
think you
content.
You better put me
Listen,
down.
I think you think
better,
you will.
Yeah, you
I
better
think
put
you
me
think you
down.
will.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not Mark
It
with
better
my
be-
frosted tips and my
Listen.
97 truck that
Damn,
was brand
why-
new.
Hey, listen, I'm
Why
not.
are you always taking pot shots at me, man? This is between the two of y'all.
I'm not saying you won't do it. I'm just saying you better knock me out. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so listen, I tried to play sports. I still try, and I've hurt myself numerous times. But I think one thing you learn is that you can't play sports without stretching once you hit 30 because things just don't function the same. Now, we're talking about pulled hamstrings, twisted ankles. I mean, I've even pulled like fucking hip muscles and shit like that. You pull something in your abdomen, you don't even know what it is. You just get
Yeah.
wake up with a sharp pain. I mean, I fucking get cramps in the middle of the night.
I used to get
Sometimes.
those too when I was
And like
younger,
places where
honestly.
you never, like your fingers even. You're like, oh my
Yes.
God, what the hell would I do?
That's
Do you
carpal tunnel.
do you go into a baby yoga pose?
Bend your
Baby yoga pose?
Yeah.
No. What is that?
Remember that we brought it up on
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. No, I don't do that.
It's Watson's
No, no, no.
favorite position.
I just do the same stretches I was taught in gym in like second grade. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Thought he was gonna say Joe.
Jail. Wow. No, you don't do stretch. I mean, come on. Not fair.
Is it my
I
turn?
didn't go there. I
Not
just,
fair. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It is quite fine.
That's the big one in jail is the downward facing dog pose, right? Isn't that the big one?
Anybody getting duked in the ass in jail is not posing for it. So let's just get that misunderstanding out of the way. Whose turn is it?
It's mine. I was writing it down. Team Forever Young with the 4th overall pick is going to go living at your parents' house.
It's a good one. I
You
should have picked
not,
that one.
You should not be doing that at 30 and above. I'm sorry, but get an apartment. Just get out of mom and dad's basement. Should not be there at 30.
If they have a basement, not a lot of basements in Florida.
Yeah, or attics. If you're sweating your ass off in the attic at 30, you really got to figure it out at that point. And I got
that is a good one.
You don't want to be at home.
But for me, like as a father of 3, like I don't want my kids to leave before they're 30.
You will at some point.
I know at some point I will.
Yeah.
But
When
I mean,
you just want to walk around the house naked again.
I think it goes through ebb and flow. Like, at 7, I'm like, get the fuck out. But like at 17, I think they're probably going to make better decisions.
Yeah, but at
They're gonna be
28.
cooler. They're going to be cooler
At
to be
17,
around.
Yeah, but at
do you have a
28
17-year-old? Do you have a 17-year-old?
No.
I was getting you live under my house. You live by my rules.
Oh, yeah.
You better get out.
That's
And by the
because
time
you're zaddy. You're coming home.
And they didn't like you.
with the whamming and the 2 a.m.
Maybe. I mean, we all saw your draft board a couple weeks ago. We're questioning.
Oh, okay.
So your parents were trying to force you out.
And they didn't like you.
No, they were just flexing that it was their home.
Well, it is
wasn't
their home.
It wasn't more of like you need to leave. In fact, I left I got my own apartment at 17. Like I left on my own terms. But the fact that it was until you got hair on your cojones, until you
That's right.
Once you're paying the mortgage, then
I like your dad.
So you left when you were 17. That was a big flex there.
it's
pretty hard,
You said
wasn't
it,
it?
not me.
That was pretty hard though, I'm sure.
I mean, no, I honestly I saved up enough. How I wasn't growing up or is that the right term? I didn't have the same upbringing as Marcus did. I knew I was gonna have to pay for my own tuition. I knew I was gonna have to pay for my own apartment. So by the time I had a job, I saved up enough, and I remember being 17 and saying, I think it's time I leave the bird's nest. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think 17 is the age to do it, though. I mean,
If you can, you should.
how soon did everybody else leave the house?
Probably 2 years after that.
I left that.
Well, I'm the oldest. You're talking on the panel? My
Yeah.
bad.
I left 17.
Yeah, 17 here too.
Nice.
You?
So I was
My
out
brother
of the
stayed
house.
longer too, though. My
Yeah.
brother stayed longer.
I was out of the house at 18, and then I was back in for probably about 4 months, but then I left for college. So I left out after that. So
Okay. I'll go with the second pick here if we're ready.
yeah.
The second round, first overall pick in the second round. I'm gonna go with the remembering things.
Oh, that's
Damn.
You start to you forget an anniversary time. You forget a great uncle's birthday. You forget why am I at the store? What am I getting for my wife? It probably happens. And I would like to say that I am not 30, and this is all assumption.
So I'm going to drive that point home right there. I
Sure.
actually,
Go for it.
after my first pick, I was planning on that being my second pick. And then I forgot what I was going to use as my second pick and didn't remember it until you just said it.
Perfect.
Then it jogged my memory.
Perfect.
And then I might forget about it again and still take it second. And you might have to use the gavel here in a few minutes. So we'll see.
Happy with my pick so far.
I do like your picks. I want to criticize, but I don't think we're at that point in the draft yet. I think most of these picks are pretty
We got to get scrappy here.
run of the mill. But I'm going to go one that might be a little, I don't know how you guys will feel about it, but I'm going to say after 30, you can't be single. I mean, I know a lot of people are, but I think I was. Let me not get in trouble. No, I wasn't. Shit. But I was pretty late 20 single, and I tell you, I think to be single and be over 30.
It's a different game.
Especially if you're trying to date younger, too. Because then you're like out of touch with like.
Well, yeah, I think here's the problem. If you're a man or a woman, when you're going to date and you're over 30, most of the people your age, like I said, have probably been married or have kids. And so you're taking on baggage. And then if you're trying to avoid that and date younger, you're dealing with the difference.
Yeah.
And you're a creep.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you're a guy.
I mean, shit. Just trying to determine sex on some of these younger folks is.
That's right.
Crazy.
You're making a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say Mark here, and I'm going to say that my next vote or my next choice is I used to be able to stay up all night for like 3 or 4 days at a time.
that's good.
Stay up really late.
Nice.
It starts going down. I used to pride myself on only needing a couple hours of sleep. Now, man, I like 6-7 hours. I got to be honest.
I agree
do.
with you. I can't function well if I
Yeah.
don't get at least 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I do. I like sleep.
I definitely fall off a cliff.
It's kind
Production
of setting the
wise.
bar low though, right? 6 hours, like isn't like 8 to 9.
Yeah, but I've given up that. Like,
Yeah, that
you know,
doesn't. That's where does that happen?
yeah,
Where do you live?
I got kids.
I'm an optimist, I guess.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I mean, if I could squeeze out 6 hours of sleep, I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Wow.
That's the truth.
All right.
All right,
It's
so
a good night.
I'm gonna semi piggyback off of Phil here and semi disagree with
I hate
him.
what
here.
you're going to say because I think you're taking mine.
So I know you said about the the playing of sports at a certain age and you need to stretch.
Maybe not.
I think just over 30 stretching in itself is a lot more difficult, man. Shit tightens up.
Yeah.
Your toes are a lot more distant than they used to be.
Especially if you're fat.
Yeah.
And you don't stretch.
Exactly. And it gets
Yeah.
it gets exponentially more difficult
This is the chicken and the egg right
to
here.
do.
Yeah.
I want to challenge it, but I think I'm just going to let you have a bad pick.
No, you can't challenge that. There's nothing to challenge. It's completely
It's the
different.
opposite.
It's completely different.
I mean, I think playing sports without stretching and stretching are, beating around the same, like, bush.
No,
there.
no.
No.
He's saying the opposite of what I'm saying. Like I'm saying you have to stretch.
And I'm saying that you can't
He's
stretch.
saying you can't.
Oh, okay. All right.
There we go. You just got ratioed.
He got
son.
ratio.
Well, you just thought of I'm not going to reveal any picks here.
Yeah.
All right. Whose turn is it?
It's him.
It's me on
It's
the
him
turn.
again.
Oh, geez. Oh, man, I got such a long way, and I've got so many ideas.
I think you're good.
So another thing that's a lot more difficult to do in your 30s,
Yes.
but
Mm-hmm.
becomes a lot more fun, is biting your tongue. Dude,
Okay.
the older
It's
you
a terrible
get,
pick.
the older you get,
Oh, like keep your opinions to yourself?
the less you give a shit about what other people think about
I think
you,
that's a good pick, actually.
and you let it fly.
I think it's a good pick in the room.
Someone pisses you off, you don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't care what you say about me. I'm coming back at you. I don't give a shit. Or or even worse, I just don't respond.
Yeah. You do
Yeah,
that a
because-
lot in our chat.
Because then it's like, just don't give a shit.
Well, that's a little window into Mark right there. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit.
There it is.
That could be his team name. Actually, should have been his team name.
Doesn't give a shit.
Doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. So I'm going to go real quick with mine because I think I've given this some thought, and this definitely was true for me. Once I was in my 30s, had 3 kids.
Yes.
I had a business that I was trying to, make sure was going to stay in business. People counting on me for their living and for their livelihood. Became a little bit more cautious. It became a lot harder to take risks financially. I just didn't want to make any big mistakes that would cost people or cost my family their way of life.
I hear you.
So.
That's good.
God, boomer picks.
Boo.
They're all boomer picks, right? I mean, I guess that's what the
That's
draft
it.
is supposed to
Yes.
be.
Yeah. I don't think
that is
this is
the
our
premise
funniest.
of
I
the
think this
draft.
is kind of a downer.
It is kind of sad.
I can barely get up.
Is that what you tell Trish?
The
I actually have that written up here.
I had something right there, and I held back because
You should have said it.
man, I
have.
respect your wife.
You should have said it. She
the
doesn't watch the show.
the pocket knife just being on the table. Just finds a way. It just finds a way to
It's
be
right
here.
there
That's
by
not
Phil.
mine.
He's probably got a pistol there somewhere too.
Wow, that's
Brass knuckles.
Okay. Well,
That's
we're on
profiling.
subject then.
What'd you say?
I
So
got
that's
a lot.
profiling.
Yes, it is. And that gets easier when you're past 30.
Yeah. We should do that draft. Things that get easier once you're 30.
Okay.
Hating your family.
I have a few ways I could go here.
Liking Trump.
Jesus.
Man, I'm just
Topical.
trying to decide which one is going to resonate, right? But more so with me. There's one here that I think will resonate with a couple of you guys here, but I don't think it resonates with me, so I'm not going to do that one.
Oh, thank you.
But I'm going to say one of the worst things to be or do when you're over 30.
Over dirty.
Yeah, that's my jersey.
Dirty,
that's my
dirty.
jersey coming out.
Dirty 30.
Is be broke.
Can't be broke at
It-
30.
well, it's to
Uh-oh.
me, it's definitely I mean, it probably should have went top 4 or 5. Being broke when you're 30 is probably worse than a lot of these. I mean, it kind of encapsulates living at your parents' house, right? Maybe being single. Not playing sports without stretching, but being broke when you're over 30, I mean, how can you even date? How can you do anything? If you are dating, she's probably not going to like you for too long if you're broke, bro.
Or you're going to find the one like that.
Damn. Who?
'Cause-
She better be 21.
Because, I mean,
Because if
If
she's
you're- if
30
you're-
and you're over 30 and broke, she ain't. Yeah, no, that's a prerequisite.
If you're dating-
You don't have to be rich, but you can't be broke.
yeah, but if you're dating at 30, are you really, I mean, who's going for the, you're going for the person that enjoys who you are. You're not dating around at that point. You're trying to get right to the point. So if someone
I know.
enjoys you for being broke, then
That's true. But that's more realistic when you're young. If you're 32 years old and you don't have, I'm not saying you have to be well off, but if you're broke where you can't take somebody out to dinner, they're not going to like you for you because guess what? They're not going to get to know you because you're broke. They're not even going to give you a chance. Now, when you're 18, 19, everybody's broke. And they'll get to know you. But you're not catching any fish without the money to take them on a date and take care of yourself. I mean, that's the truth.
Unless you bring a big fishing pole to the pond.
Well, what are you going to send them a pic? You're just not getting in the stadium. You're not getting in the arena.
No, I think you do. I think you get into the arena, but then when it's like time to pay the bill and all of a sudden you have to take a piss,
Yeah.
that's when it's like,
I think
you know,
when I say
before that, you flash the goods before you go to take a piss. That way, at least they know what they're working with.
fake Rolex.
when I say broke, I don't mean like you're getting by. I mean broke like
Like
your
if you have
cell phone
nothing.
is off for 5 days before you can pay it to get it turned back on. That's what I'm talking about.
I gotcha.
Okay.
So that's not splitting checks. You're talking about full on.
Yeah, if you can split the check, if you want somebody to split the check with you, you don't want them to pay for the meal. That's what I'm saying.
While you're at it, can you pay my cell phone bill too?
I got you next time.
All right, in the third round, Team Forever Young is saying at 30, you might not be able to get it up.
But you got a dark thought about the future.
What are you talking about?
I had
don't
that
know.
over here. I had that.
I don't know. Just,
Really?
I had sex written up here. He
just,
might have read that. I don't
sex, maybe lowered sex drive.
know. Not for me.
Testosterone.
That was the one I was saying. I was thinking maybe one of you guys had that issue, but
Testosterone's dropped just a little bit. You got whiskey.
it's a problem for
whiskey
some
D.
guys. 30 though is pretty
That's still young for that.
Might be reaching. Again, this is all just,
speculation. You have
Speculation, yeah.
not been 30 yet.
So yeah, get it up.
I like that pick for you though, because nobody is going to vote for your team because then they're outing themselves if they vote
That
for you.
is true.
Or it's when you're I'm sure there's a lot of like 16 to 25-year-olds that are going to see this on TikTok and go, yeah, that probably makes sense.
Yeah, because they just assume we all can't get it up.
So
Nice.
sorry, I'm drafting a team from my age range.
No,
So-
yeah, you know what? You're doing right because that's what I assumed you'd do.
Yeah.
And it'd be
And to
pretty
get it in
funny.
the
What
third
was,
round?
what was the age range again that you're targeting with that pick?
16 to
Did you
21.
say 16 to 21?
No, 16 to 25.
Okay.
It's a good. I mean,
I feel like that's
yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Okay.
yeah, get wrecked and ratioed and NBA YoungBoy better plus you're white.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just gonna go with my next pick. I'm gonna say
That's pretty funny. I laughed. Rocky, when did you know it was over?
When did I know what was over?
Everything.
I'll let you know. My best years are ahead of me, bud.
I'm just gonna say I had a hard time like finding a name for this pick, so I'm just gonna go with saying woke things.
Uh-huh.
At first I was gonna say like jargon, like lit and swag and stupid shit like that, but I'm just gonna say saying woke things. I
So
feel
like when
you-
Mark said ratio.
You
that's-
mean just
Yeah.
slang?
kind of yeah,
Yeah.
but like
So what do you think I'm curious about this. So what is the deadline? So like
I could say it
what
because I don't look like you guys.
what no, I mean what's
It's a
the
treat.
year? What like when
do you
can
mean?
you stop? Because you look like us. So what year can you stop
I
saying?
lo-
No, you do. I mean like you don't.
well now I'm sad.
No, it's,
No, I get what you're saying.
yeah.
So what's the question? What's the question?
So he's saying when is it when is it
No.
when is
No,
it perceived
no, I'm
as
not ugly.
uncool when a guy
I'm not
says
ugly. I'm
something?
older, but what I'm saying like when you get older.
How
like-
old?
Yeah.
It depends.
It's
I
probably
think.
30.
Yeah, because he
No, I can't.
lives in a dream world where
No,
he
that's not a
thinks he
dream world.
can,
Yeah.
I can.
but
No,
he
I still think that when you do it, like you're reaching a little bit.
Well,
You're
because
still
you
reaching
can't
in
say
the
it.
youthful pond.
Himothy.
Yeah, because you can't
Yeah,
say it.
yeah,
Timothy.
yeah. He
Well,
thinks
I mean, well, to
he
be fair,
thinks he
Timothy's
can.
not really, I
he
mean-
thinks he can, but then other people are like,
I think 30 is the
Poser.
cutoff. I think dirty 30 is when
Other people think that.
you
You think
gotta
that?
maybe think about.
I think the key is
trending
that
words.
if you don't care, then you can say it.
yeah, no, I
That's-
don't give a darn. I say what I say all the time.
Well, you just said I don't give
Listen,
a darn,
I know,
right?
yeah,
Listen, but that's me. That's who I am.
I
You've
know,
known me
just
how many years now?
say- I don't know.
No, think about it. Like,
Why do I have to think about it? I don't know.
have I changed an ounce of who I am?
No, but you've been old you were old when I met you. You're still old.
That's good. I don't know when I met you. I'm trying to think what year. it
Like
was.
2011, I think, something like that.
Nah, it's longer than that. Right?
No, no, let's not get gay here, right? Let's. 2011.
It's been longer than
Well,
11
that's-
years. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, you're right. Because I think I met Josh and Zach first.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I was in New Jersey, and that is our relationship.
All right, so
Cool things.
who's next?
Rad.
Me.
Rock a third.
Are you?
Yeah. I think.
Wait, are you fourth?
Yep.
So then it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why are you saying it's your turn? You're a piece
he,
of shit.
He said right. He said,
No, I said who's next. You said
I was
yeah.
just
and
gonna go, so.
I blindly agreed
I
with
got
that.
a theme here. So being single, being broke, and I think one of the I was going to go with something else, but I think it's more relatable. But it's along the same lines. Is being a stoner. I think it's tough to be over 30 and be a stoner. I think it's one of those things you got to kind of leave in the past, or you're just a stoner for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot
But
of
there's
people that
also-
disagree with you.
I think there's tears in
a lot
that
of
too.
people that disagree with you.
They're
not
probably stoners, right? Okay,
It's not
yeah,
your strongest pick.
that's fair. I just did. I was going to say do coke, but
Well, you probably shouldn't. That's more of a health risk.
I think being a
I think Zach's telling us something about himself right here.
Well, I think being a stoner. I mean,
Zach, talk to us.
Trying to say I do coke.
No, I
no,
think-
he's
not
talking
coke.
he's talking about weed. But I'm not
Oh.
saying smoke weed. I'm saying be a stoner, not just a guy that
Like
smokes weed.
let it consume.
Like a
your
stoner
life.
is a stoner.
Like it's your lifestyle.
That is who you are. Like if you had a MySpace page, wow, you'd have like weed wallpaper. That's a stoner. You know what I mean? Like you celebrate 420.
Okay.
That's different than somebody that recreationally uses marijuana.
You know what? You might be right because I feel like if you're 50 or 60 and you're a stoner, like wow, like you're cool. Like you've lived the life.
That's true.
But 30 is okay. I
But
can
see,
see
Well,
I
it's
have-
because 30 is supposed to be the years where you're really solidifying your career. You're trying to make your money for later in life. So it comes back around like 50 and 60-year-olds when
Yeah.
they start smoking again.
That's
'cause
what I'm saying,
They've
yeah.
already kind of set their path straight, and now they're like, it's time to start
listen,
enjoying life
Yeah.
again.
I had an uncle who had a union job his whole life, worked, never, just regular straight up guy. He always had a couple joints on the weekend, but that to me, that's not a stoner. A
No, it's
stoner is
not.
like, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a stoner.
Wake
Like,
and bake.
like you wear hot
You-
Cheeto pajamas.
Yeah, I'm going.
You're making
I'm
pot
going to
brownies.
Burning Man.
I think my dad
Yeah.
actually owns hot Cheeto pajamas
That's cute.
from Walmart. He likes Walmart
Hot Cheetos.
and Goodwill. We're thrifters.
I like Goodwill. Well, you know what? I don't like Goodwill. I like thrift stores.
Yeah,
Goodwill, they're acting like they're a real store sometimes.
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
true.
they are.
yeah.
They're charging like they got new shit. Anyway,
Rocky, it's on you.
Rockeford,
weak pick.
Rockefeller.
Trying to just decide between two, and I know we got two more picks here, but
That's
I'm not
right.
sure which one. And I really am trying to think, what do I think? Like I'm not trying to pander to an audience. I'm trying to think,
Good for you.
as I got into the 30s, what did I feel like were the harder, things that became harder? Because, I'm the oldest here, and as
By
you
far.
Shocker.
get older, things like in my 50s,
Stop
I will tell you,
working.
yeah, no, not stop working, but like if you were to ask me right now, the thing I hate the most
Yeah.
is it is harder to see,
Yeah.
and there's like
Oh, I'm gonna be blind as a bat
Yeah.
by the time I'm your age.
Yeah.
yeah.
Literally,
So
like,
you guys
actually.
you guys make fun of my Hubble telescopes. Listen, I hate that. Like I
Yeah.
legitimately hate it. So
No, you
I'm
look
like-
really dumb.
yeah,
but that
no,
was
yeah, right. But I got no choice. It's either that or blindness. What do you want me to do?
I'm going
You know?
to be. I'm gonna be blind.
LASIK. Get LASIK.
So I'm thinking back to like what was the first thing I noticed, and it was this. It was that. It was
couldn't see over your stomach.
When you saw Phil naked in Cleveland, that's what did it. Killed your vision.
No, that
It
was
probably
glo-
did take a few years off his
It
life.
would
though.
have helped him,
Oh
probably.
no, that was glorious. Losing weight. It got harder to
That
lose
is
weight.
a good pick.
Yes.
Yeah, it got harder to lose weight.
Fair pick.
There
You
you
know,
go. Right
took
there.
me harder. Took me
Don't
longer
you
to
point
work
at-
out.
Don't you point at me, you son of a bitch.
You know, when you point, my dad always said, four
You
fingers
forget-
pointing
yeah.
back at you.
That's an old man.
So I
thing
used to go like
say.
this, and then it was politically incorrect, so we just stopped doing that.
Yeah, no, you have to like kind of alter the things you do. Like you and I are trying to lose weight
Yeah.
right now. It's a lot. Like,
It
a
is
lot
harder.
Like
It is
last
harder.
night.
Yeah.
Last night I
Here we go.
been eating, really watching what I'm eating.
Sure you did.
I'm getting out there running 5 miles. Hate every step.
Well,
of
you know what
running.
you got to do? You got to do short interval, high intensity, 7-minute core workouts.
Says the guy.
Yes, as a guy.
That's what YouTube tells me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
well, come and do.
They also tell me to-
7-minute core workout with me.
They tell me to, well, let's see if you last 7 minutes. They keep telling me to,
Can you last 7 minutes?
do that, and they said buy the $100, yearly annual plan, and
Yeah, and you'll
that
be
hasn't
good.
helped yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bought another one,
Yeah, no,
and
that's
I
smart.
still haven't lost weight.
You know what I want to do? I want to.
Hey, keep shooting.
I want to find another flag football league.
There you do.
Don't you think that'd be a lot of fun? To
I
play?
said I invited you to play softball, and you said, "Oh, I don't know, but you want to play football? You go
All right.
fuck yourself."
Come on.
Are we doing the
I
softball
like,
thing?
I like softball.
Yes.
Yeah, but flag football, you
I
can
like softball, but
put
I
the
like
lines
football
on your cheeks.
better.
But
Yeah, but
softball's
softball
ironic.
is more safe for you.
When does it
it's
start?
safe, but I can risk
Starts
getting-
in September. I got to go to a meeting on the 10th. Why are we talking about this right now? All right. I
Yeah,
don't
so
think.
what's up?
I think that football is not a safe sport for you.
I'm okay with a little risk. Gotta be
I
honest
think
with
a little risk is softball.
you. No.
I think football's
Yeah.
a lot of risk.
Football
think-
is a lot of risk at
I
this
think
point.
for me, softball's more risk than football.
How so?
What
And
image?
I know football
because of his
I played a
eyesight.
lot more football.
You just got to swing a bat and catch a ball.
I think
Nobody's expecting you to be
there.
Alex Rodriguez out there, okay?
I wasn't Alex Rodriguez when I was a kid.
Exactly.
I was pretty good at football. So,
I know, but you got to run a lot more in football. You got to cut.
but I played football 2 years ago. In a
Yeah.
league.
You're pushing it.
Yeah, it was, but it was fun.
You're 10th in faith.
It was fun.
Dancing with the devil.
Count your blessings.
I like
man.
dancing with the devil, man. I got lots of money.
Hang the
I
cleat.
can reconstruct that hip if I need to.
Yeah, you can. You know what? You're
Sounds
right.
like, sounds
Make
like Final Destination
Take
5
some.
right
Take
here.
some of those chicken mini money.
Make it bionic. Have a bionic hip. It does your taxes for you.
Yeah, that's nice.
All right, I think Mark's up next with
All
a
right.
double load.
The double. The next one I'm going to do here, as you get older, probably starts when you're in your 30s, and that's
So
becomes a little bit more difficult to keep up with current trends because
Okay.
you have a lot
Good
of
pick.
stuff going on in life, right? Where you're busy with work, because you're really trying to in your 30s, you're trying to push to set yourself up for your 40s, your 50s, hopefully retirement, 50s, 60s, and it's just tough, man. It's tough to keep up with clothing trends. It's tough to keep up with woke speak. It's tough to keep up with a lot
Made
of
his
stuff.
point there.
It's something with something as easy as catching up on television programs that people are watching and
You
shit
call it
like
a
that.
program.
You're like, exactly. That,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
good.
up with the woke speak. So there's that.
I gotta watch
watching
my.
That's
I gotta watch my
difficult.
program.
You're watching the Ellen Show season 3 still.
I'm on 4.
Wearing the
four
pink
now.
shorts.
He's a CBS watcher.
Yeah.
CBS is officially my grandparents' channel.
Is it?
Yes.
It's not like what are those other ones like Hallmark and Oxygen?
Oh, Hallmark.
No,
is,
no,
is
they're
an old,
straight up
oldie.
CBS.
my mom likes Hallmark. She watches.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Hallmark. Jesus.
All those same shows. I'm like, Ma, every movie is
It's
the
the
same.
same. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. It's almost more of a holiday card
Yeah,
company
no.
than it is a TV show or a network
but it's
for me.
comfort.
True.
It's comfort for her. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm on the threshold of like it. I know of it as a network, but it like if I was maybe 2 or 3 years younger, it's a freaking card company instead.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
All right. And for my final pick, this occurs a lot in my profession, right? I'm in healthcare. I'm a nurse. You don't always stick with the same.
You don't have a job though,
well,
right?
not currently. You don't always stick with the same employer,
You're a stay-at-home dad.
and you're finding yourself having to start over at times in different places.
Things could have changed though since you stopped working.
Yeah.
It's
been a while.
They could have. But there's a thing in healthcare that the people that
There was.
they end up going that end up You can't.
Let him just say it.
You can't climb the ladder. You can't climb the ladder in healthcare unless you keep going for continuing education, right? So you need like the further degrees and this and that. It doesn't go by experience, which is a shame because in order to truly take care of people, you need the experience. And sometimes when you get back into the game, even if you've been a nurse for 20 years, you'll come back into a situation where somebody came right out of school with their master's degree, and all of a sudden you're in your 30s.
Can we bring this home?
You're well established, and now you're working for like a 20-year-old or a 21-year-old.
Oh, so you can't work for someone younger?
Working for younger people
That does
it gets a lot more difficult the older you get, especially. And you know, I'm sure it's for all professions that it's difficult, but I know in healthcare it really sucks because the disparity between people with experience versus non-experience is very, very clear when it comes to, you know, taking care of people.
Okay.
What's your fourth pick?
Keeping up with trends.
Not a bad list.
No, I think he has the best list. All right. Whose turn is it?
It's mine.
Yeah.
And I am a little bit offended that you said he has the best list.
Well,
but
don't be a bitch about it.
I
You
think I'm
guys all
gonna,
better be offended if I win this as a 22-year-old.
I think. Well, no, I think if you win, it'll be because TikTok. But you know,
I
that's
think
fair.
you should win.
It's
Yeah.
fair. That's a good strategy.
It sounds like a 30-plus-year-old blaming TikTok for
it's a
your
good,
losses.
No, it was a good strategy. It's a really good strategy.
It's just
but
my personal.
this is what I will. This is what I would say, and I got to explain this one a little bit because. So I got some great friends, my best friends. I made them when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Made them in high school. Made them in college. Did everything together.
Everything.
Inseparable. We still get together pre-COVID, get together every year. Do a guys trip, tight as anything, right?
Yeah.
Real close. As you get older, it's harder to make good friends
Oh, I make no friends.
because it seems like everybody's always like somebody's having to take the grenade. Like I like this guy a lot, but Trisha hates his wife.
Let's isolate that.
Yeah. Or Trisha loves this lady, but Trish, I can't be around this guy. He drives me crazy.
So all your friends. So all right, go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Get to your pick.
But that's my pick is make good friends.
So do you like when you make a friend? I'm not criticizing, but does it have to be somebody that
No.
another couple?
No, but like those are the like, you know, like where we're at, we're like we want couples we can go out with, double date, take a weekend trip.
Yep.
You know, and so like we went out a couple of weeks ago with Mark and his wife, and we got home and like the first thing Mark, they may have hated us. I don't know. So okay, but I was like, Trish, what'd you think? She's like,
everybody does that.
She's like, oh my gosh, she was great.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you, Jesus Christ.
Well, did you ask her what she thought about Mark though? That's the big
No,
question.
because she didn't
She
really
doesn't have
like,
to deal with him, man.
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, we just expanded our couples that we can go out with.
Did you though? You don't know what we said when we got home.
So from my end,
I think everybody does that.
Hey, from my end, we have now. They haven't asked us back out yet. So
Well, hey, to be fair, like I said, we invited them to a million places, and they went to the beach and didn't even invite us. I mean,
yeah. Now she does like your wife too. We went to Disney, and
we
but
did
again.
Disney, just Disney, right?
Nobody's invited us.
I
again,
invited you
so-
to movies.
Hey, I'll have you know, you bastard. I worked really hard to clean the apartment today so that we can invite you guys over here soon to go swimming.
He just
all right?
spoiled the invitation.
Well,
No, I don't know if I want to.
It hasn't happened.
You
right?
unappreciative prick.
Well, now it's not going to happen.
Unappreciative what?
He said he was going to invite you, and then he just said, "Just kidding, I'm not going to anymore."
Anyways, I think I'm proving my point.
You made your own
get
bed.
hard.
He said
it
he
does
cleaned
get
the
harder.
apartment
Now
for
you
me.
got to lie in it.
It does get harder, but no, it gets harder to make like guy friends, and it also gets harder to make like couple friends.
Well, and they have to be down to swing with you, and it's hard when you're that age. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Not
you throw
everyone's
the
just
keys
down.
in a bowl, and you got to like, you know,
Call that a key party.
yeah.
I don't like that you both knew that.
Oh, I mean, who doesn't know about what a key party is?
I didn't know what a key party was.
Never heard of a key
Hey,
party?
Raise your hand if you.
Hey, true story. There's
Oh, I don't know.
a
I don't
church
wanna
in
know
our
this.
town.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about Winter Garden? Are you about to? There's like a whole community over there.
No, there's
okay.
a church in our town that had a Bible study, and
Stop it.
they had a little Bible study. And they threw the
And
keys.
And then they all showed each other their Leviticus.
What?
Yeah, is that crazy or what?
That's wild.
I want to know what the
a big
church is. Oh shit! It's a big church.
I mean,
big church.
we live right down the street from the Villages too, which is like
Mark could go to that kind of
famous.
church. You know what I'm saying?
Famous for
You know what's funny?
So hang on before you go there.
Hey, don't put a pineapple outside your house. That's what.
Oh
I
my
learned.
gosh! You know what the?
So do you know you
there's
learn
a lot to go,
you learn
yeah.
about the villages in nursing school, no matter what state.
Because of the STDs and stuff.
Because of the
STDs.
STD rate.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what? I unfortunately have a grandmother that lives in the villages, but
And she's got a pineapple outside her house.
no, she doesn't. And honestly, like I don't like you. Just be you can't. You got to be able-bodied to that type of shit too. So, but
Grandma, I'm hungry. Do you have any pineapple in the house?
So
now
I
you
learned
know
that
that's out on the front porch upside down, Zach.
I love you, Grandma. So
No.
so I learned that like
His grandma may
after the
actually
fact,
watch.
and then I also learned that the pineapple thing about
Yeah.
like how like, and if you don't know this, if you have a pineapple outside your house, it also means like you're down to swing.
Well, I think it has to be upside down, right?
Down to clown.
Is it upside,
Is it upside
down?
down?
Yeah, I think it's
don't
supposed to
know.
be
Because
upside down.
I'm a hospitality major, and the hospitality logo and like
Is a
the
pineapple.
symbol is a pineapple. So there are like there's merch in the UCF like Rosen like
That's funny.
bookstore of just like a sweatshirt with a pineapple on it and stuff like that. So it's really important to know which way your pineapple's facing
Yeah.
and if you're gonna wear it. So
In the village is the old the golf club trick too. The
I don't know this. See, I
So
don't
the-
like how you know all
the
this.
cover.
either.
Well, like I said, you learn about it.
You don't
in
gotta know the
school.
golf club.
I heard about the golf cart. Something with the golf cart.
So hanging the loofah sponges on the on the rearview mirror, and then
These
also
old people are slick.
yeah.
I hope to be an old person
That
is
swings?
that just has the drive and just the desire to live life.
Wow.
To be honest with you.
So Zach's a hippie.
Apparently,
Yeah,
I've
I
heard.
don't know what that means.
I've heard he sides with stoners.
Yes.
He wants to be. He wants to
Swinging.
be a swinging 60-year-old.
Yeah.
He left his house at 17, so he's
Yeah.
adventurous.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a millennial.
I said, "What's so wrong about being single in your 30s?"
No, but he
catching
but he
on.
does have a spiritual side. We did find that out.
Oh, yeah. What was that on?
I don't remember this.
Forgetting.
He said something once that was spiritual.
Just the one time. I just referenced Leviticus a few minutes ago
Yeah,
too.
you did
so-
know Leviticus, which was
Yeah.
impressive. Yeah.
This
And
guy
that's-
is a
yeah.
well-rounded gentleman.
Yeah, Old Testament.
Probably the most one of the hardest books in the Bible. But
Whose turn is it?
yours.
Oh shit, is it really?
No,
Yeah, I just went.
I'm third.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He-
All right, man. I think this one's pretty easy. It's mostly just men, but I got to go with what's true to me.
Your type?
Yeah.
things that Phil has said many times in his sleep.
It's mostly just men. They'll wake up. You're having that nightmare again.
I like guys.
Put that on a shirt.
All right.
You should definitely clip that.
Now, there's definitely outliers here, but I think keeping your hair is a big one. once
Things you
hit 30.
can't do at 30.
Can't do.
In your 30s?
Yeah, Dad.
No,
well,
yeah.
most-
Honestly,
yeah.
it's around your. It's honestly
Like
around your.
mid-
But I mean, there are
mid-20s.
things you could
No,
do
mid-
though to keep your hair,
mid-20s.
right? Like Rogaine, that works. And
That
other
is
things.
true.
it helps you keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you started early enough. But yeah, it's a big issue.
It's your mid-20s, like from what I've heard.
I'm in my 40s and I still got my luscious locks.
Good for
Well,
you.
yeah,
man.
well, my dad does too, but mine. They say there's factors of stress, obviously, but wearing hats, I wore hats.
Are
Like,
you doing anything to like
Yeah, you definitely-
counteract it? You're not trying
look-
with the note.
You look like you get
today.
a reverse bowl cut. You do.
Wow.
Oh,
You're
what?
just gonna let that happen?
A
It's a-
reverse bowl cut? It's
reverse
called
bowl
a
cut.
fade.
I know.
Right? You know
With
what
the-
that is?
With the circle in the
Yeah,
center.
well, I get
That's
it.
a UFO marker.
Yeah, I call it a landing strip.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm looking into some stuff, but
Is it?
It's a heliport.
It's your mother's dad. If they have good hair, it's you get their hair
Is
genes.
that what it is?
That's what it's supposed to be.
I
yeah.
never met him.
Yeah, so if he probably was
find
bald
pictures.
or balding.
Don't have him.
They didn't have pictures.
Oh, he stayed in Puerto Rico.
Oh, but
and,
keep
yeah,
this
it's a long
Puerto
story.
Rico.
Yeah,
Puerto Rico.
never met him. My mother didn't even meet him.
So is your mom's dad bald or balding?
He had hair.
He
Yeah.
did at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my mom's dad was bald,
Yeah,
but I'm so far so
yeah,
good.
you're doing good. I think you've reached.
Yeah, you're doing. You are
Once
doing
you're
good.
at your, I think when you get to your age and it's still there, you're kind of set.
Yeah, you got
hope
the,
so,
You got the
right?
S&P
You
going.
hope
there.
so.
Yeah.
Unless
It's kind of like
things
a win.
things turn left.
It's like a win for people your
I
age.
actually have a lot of stress in my life, so you would think I should
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think you're good.
should be. done.
To cap off a very, I would like to say, successful draft for things you can't do over 30 is you cannot not have a will. That should be written by now. You should
So
have
you
beneficiaries.
not have a will.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could gavel that one if I wanted to, but I'm okay. I like that one.
What's
Yeah, I'll
the
leave
phrasing
it.
on how the draft is?
It's a weak one. So
I'm just saying, like, if you're 30, you got to have beneficiaries on your accounts.
I know
PSA
lots
to
of people that
anybody.
don't
You
have a
know,
will,
it's
so-
difficult if you know someone's passed
You have
to
a will?
collect money.
No.
you have a will.
Do I? Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have a
I
will.
don't
You
have a will yet.
You should have a will.
Well, I'm aware I should, but I don't.
Yeah. So things that you can't not have. Yeah, wills, top of the list.
Actually, no, I don't have a will.
You
So-
should
I
have
have like
you should
power
have
of
a
attorney,
will.
but not a will.
Of the four of us,
Who should
we
have
don't
it?
have wills, right? You
I
have
mean,
will?
I think that's just poor decision making on your guys' end.
Or you just got ratioed for the second time. Damn.
I think you ratioed yourself.
I think
We are
when you, I
ratioing
think,
the shit out of you.
I think at your age, you're looking at 30 like a milestone, and when you, how fast 30 comes on you, wow. how fast you hit 30.
yeah, let's clip
Pause.
that.
You're not
Let's clip that.
All men.
you're not thinking about dying at 30. You know, it's and especially like me, I wasn't married at 30. There's nobody to have a will for.
Well, I mean,
Unless you had a hell of a night drinking, then you're definitely thinking about dying. at
by the
30.
way, I'm just saying. I mean, especially your draft. Like
Yeah.
how like.
Uh-huh.
You're saying you should have things by
So,
the time you're 30.
let me ask you a
Those
question.
things should be written down to give to
Well-
other people with an untimely passing.
Well,
Do you
one I had
guys-
said, what thing should I say you should have
No,
by
no.
30?
I'm saying like, okay, well, you should have money. You should be like
That's
in a,
it. That's the
in a
only one.
relationship. Single is not on there.
So what you
You should be in good.
Well, that's because I learned.
you should be in good
I
health.
What do you
learned
think
from my
happens-
mistakes.
What do
No,
you
I'm
think happens
saying-
in a will? Do you bequeath your wife to somebody else?
No, I'm like everything that you've
Can you
acquired
do that?
at the time of how old you are when you pass
Yeah.
should be distributed to the people that you love.
Yeah,
You should
maybe.
have a will by 30. That's not something that should be
I
debated.
don't think
know.
that's very common, to be
It's
honest
not.
with you.
So it's
It
probably
should
less
be.
common than it should be. Like,
Yeah,
I'll-
that's
I'll
fair.
give it to
Yeah.
you there.
Yeah.
So, do you guys think about like
Oh man, we're
dying
getting into it.
often?
All right, let's not do this.
Well, Phil does.
No,
Like,
but like,
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
think about it all the time.
do you
yeah.
think about it?
no, not yet. But by the time I'm 30, it should be something in consideration.
Do you think about it?
I do actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think about others around me.
Any what you call it?
It's a sad.
Well,
look
you're
into my-
really
into my life.
hammering that home. Any honorable mentions?
I had things like
Dating a minor.
driving at night.
That's a
Jesus
no-brainer.
Christ.
You
though,
shouldn't
right?
do that over
And
30.
along those same lines, I
Shouldn't
just
do that
put
at all.
Checking out women in general because you just don't know.
So I had
How
one
old they
night
are.
stands, but I thought it was dating. Like
Yeah.
in your 30s, one night stands are kind of like
I mean, my thing with the single is like, I think when you hit 30, it's kind of like the stoner thing. It's like it's a pivotal time. Like you're either gonna go here and try to be in a relationship,
You got a
and then-
crossroads
or
going
you're
on.
gonna go this way. And I think
Yeah.
if you're going this way and staying single, then one night stand is what it is. It's
Well,
probably
but-
easier to do.
But
when
this
you're
is
older.
what happens. Like you having a one night stand, and then you hear like the little daughter, Mama, what's and then you're like, damn it, I'm shoplifting the booty. Like like in other words,
Damn it,
like
I'm shoplifting
Shoplifting the
your
booty.
like in other words, like it's just it's a different feel.
Yeah.
It's got connotations. It's not just like a
I
playing
thought,
in your 20s.
I thought you guys were gonna put experiment, like just in general, like on a list, something with like a swinging aspect to it.
Well, I wouldn't have done that at
I'm
any
thinking
time.
30s,
so.
Yeah.
50. To me, I had a
Yeah.
debate with a friend the other day, and I was saying like, what is like the number that is old? Like if you're blank, like that's old. Like what's the perception of old?
It rotates because like
I think as you,
you
get
guys,
older,
you
it gets
guys feel
pushed.
like I'm old,
Yeah.
and I get that 100%.
He thinks
'cause-
I'm old.
Yeah,
yes.
me?
Yeah.
I think 50 is
Yeah.
the number that should
That's what-
be
yeah.
connected
That's-
with old.
That's
I
kind
get
of
that.
fair.
My
I
friend
get
said
that.
my friend said like 40 or like 35. I'm like, that is not old. If you're 45, you're not old yet. I don't think so. Like I think
But
you're
like
still,
I look at it,
you're
it's
still
like
young.
I'm 53. Honestly, feel good.
Yeah. Good.
More money than I've ever had.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, well, take it easy.
Thanks for that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I don't feel old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
The world is different now. We're learning tricks of
All right.
keeping longevity of life. For me, I see 75 and above as old. Anything under
That's-
75,
That's true.
I think that you still have. There's still some spontaneity. There's
I
still
think 70
some
for
vigor
me
in the
is the
veins.
age.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You
Now
know,
I will say like where it's different is when I was 35, I was thinking I'll probably work to 65. Now I'm like, I want to be done at 55.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I think in general, as you
It's a
get
nice humble
older,
brag.
it kind of keeps
Well, I want to be. I want lots of
you
things.
push it back because you hit the age and
Yeah,
you don't
no,
feel
not
old.
yet, not
yeah.
yet. Yeah.
And then you're looking at people like 30 years old and you're like, shit, they're old. And then if you're not,
That is true.
you're not falling apart. You feel young. Most people feel young in their
Age is just the goddamn number, man. It don't matter. Stay youthful for as long as you can.
So that's it. No other.
I don't think so.
honorable
No,
mentions? All right,
I got nothing.
let's go.
Let's go with the teams. It's your team 3.
Oh, I'm team 3, so team 1. Who's
Team 1, I've fallen and I can't get up. Drink like a teenager, stretching, holding back on what I'm saying, biting my tongue, keeping up with current trends, and working for the younger generation. Fuck them people.
I had I'm team life insurance, and I got eat the way I used to, stay up really late, take financial risks, losing weight, and make good friends.
What do you mean by eating the way that you used to, though?
Yeah, like,
Like you
you
can't have
Do
like
you mean like
cheese fries
like digesting?
all the time.
yeah, well, I think that kind of stuff. You have heartburn.
means
You,
digestive process.
you eat stuff, and then it really affects you,
You
the
should have
next day.
clarified that on your board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna
That would have been
clarify-
smart. All right,
I'm gonna clarify it on your board.
Team Teenage Fever. I'm gonna go. My first
Wow.
pick is play sports without stretching. 2 is be single. 3 is be broke. 4, a lot of B's. 4 is be a stoner, and 5 is keeping your hair.
All right. So team 4, ever young, live at your parents' house, remembering things, getting it up, saying woke things,
Getting what up?
and
If.
not having a will.
I think he's talking about a schlong.
Yep. The old Peter.
Yo, salami.
Yep.
The old Peter. You're not over 30. You should
Yeah.
not have trouble
Yeah.
saying woke things.
You guys are growing on me, I guess.
Peter.
Oh, I have an honorable mention that I just thought about investing. You can't not invest. You should be investing.
That I agree with that more than the will. Yes.
I didn't really start investing until I was
But you gotta see
37 now.
this is a generational thing because when we were growing up, especially like nobody talked to us about investing in anything.
Yeah.
That's
No,
like a
that's
more
true.
recent
I
thing.
more
was
of a financial-
37 when I
yeah.
started investing.
Like
Well,
financial literacy is becoming not even
Yeah.
taught in schools yet. Well,
What did
actually,
you-
it's starting to, but
When did you start
I
investing?
mean, the boom of all these investing apps,
like
and
get
all
rich
that,
quick.
like,
Yeah.
When I was growing up, there was you didn't invest unless your parents invested and they had
I make
like a
the kids
trust
at the
fund or
store now.
somebody to take you to
Like
do it.
I try to make the kids at the store. I match 6%,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
but
what
nobody
it's-
did it for me.
Started for me nursing because it's all passive investment because you roll in, you get in the 401k programs.
Yeah.
You get into
Yeah, I
pension programs, stuff like that. So
Yeah, I didn't aggressively start until I was 37. So like I'm catching up, trying to catch up.
Cool. So that's the those are the teams. Let us know what you think is the best. Let us know what you think is the worst, and let us know what we should draft next week. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you follow us on UFL Podcast on TikTok,
And
Instagram,
vote.
Facebook,
And vote.
Twitter, and vote.
yeah, man, we
And
want some votes.
Put an upside down pineapple on your front porch.
Hey, just clip this part. Hey, vote, please.
Vote.
Please
Vote.
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 Vote. Do the right thing. Vote. Vote.
Rock the vote.
Peace.
Count them. Okay.